helped save 12 boys and their football coach who were trapped in a cave in Thailand have arrived back at Heathrow Airport. They said that they weren't heroes, just a group of people who had a unique set of skills. One of them, John Valanthan, who was responsible for bringing up half the boys, has been speaking to the BBC about the rescue, as Robert Hall tells us.
They'd spent days in the total darkness of a flooded cave system. This morning, blinking in the flashlights, the 7 rescuers arrived to applause from a crowd of well-wishers who'd shared a drama replayed around the world.
The skilled cave diving team you see before you are in a class of their own.
When 2 of those divers, John Valanthan and Rick Stanton, emerged from the inky waters 2 miles from the cave entrance, they could hardly believe what they saw.
How many of you? 13. Brilliant.
Today, for the first time, John spoke in detail about that moment.
We're swimming along an underwater passage. Wherever there is airspace, we surface, we shout, and also we smell. And in this case, we smelt the children before we actually saw or heard them.
Slowly and carefully, preparations were made for a rescue which the Thais dubbed Mission Impossible.
Both Rick and I were aware of the enormity of the task. The visibility in the water is very, very low, so varying down to a few inches. There was also a lot of debris in the cave from previous attempts.
At last, supported by Thai colleagues, the British team began their operation. One by one, they inched the children and their coach to safety.
We essentially packaged the children with a buoyancy compensator, which is a kind of a diving jacket, a cylinder on their chest, and this buoyancy compensator we'd made into a harness, and that allowed us to have a single unit, for want of a better word, that was completely self-contained. If it was very low, you had to carry them to the side. Sometimes it was very narrow, you would push them in front. It just depended on what the cave was doing and where they had to be in relation to you to pass that particular section of passage.
John and his team say they're no heroes, just expert cavers doing a job. So today they left, quietly, to resume their normal lives. But across the world, their efforts will not be forgotten. Robert Hall, BBC News.